under membership engagement to ensure our members remain interested and satisfied when they are in our various clubs. So the second objective will be to develop various plans that we call action plans to make it work for our various clubs. Next slide. There are basically three assessment tools that are used for that purpose. We are going to focus more on this member satisfaction survey, but there are other two. The first one is member interest survey. The second one is exit survey. And then the third one, member satisfaction survey. That's the questionnaire you are having in your hands. Next slide. From the name, exit. Next slide. From the name, member interest survey is talking about how it helps in getting to know new and prospective members and also helps in learning about their preferences in order to make their expectation real. What we are saying is that before a new member comes in, or shortly when they come in, you conduct through questionnaire, interest survey. What are the things they look forward to? What are the reasons that made them to join Rotary? And are those interests being served? Because if those interests are served, then they will stay in the club. Next slide. This second one, which you have on you, is called member satisfaction survey. It helps us to know what are the thinking process within such Rotarians. What are they thinking of about the club? Are they enjoying the meetings, the fellowship, service projects, or even the club members are such that they are not comfortable with what they are seeing? And this questionnaire is recommended that at least once within 6 months, that is twice a year, you administer the questionnaire. And when the questionnaire are filled, properly filled, you must analyze. And when you analyze, what you get? You pick the salient points there to help you improve your activity within the club and enhance the experience of Rotarians and club members. Next slide. The exit survey, as the name implies, exit. I'm not sure any of us do this. Exit survey means when somebody decides to leave, either voluntarily or otherwise, mostly voluntarily. We want to know the reason why the member decided to exit Rotary. What it helps us to do is to ensure that those salient points that the person or the Rotarian has mentioned are corrected for future purposes. Next slide. A lot of our current and prospective members are lost during Rotary meetings. A number of reasons have been adduced to that. But the only way to ensure we keep them is to make our meetings interesting, focused, and make them have an experience they will never forget. You must make your meetings to be value-adding, engaging, and productive. Most clubs, after reading the guiding principle, object of Rotary, 4 week terms, what have you, residence time. The next thing is to start arguing. Somebody paid this, somebody didn't do this. You must ensure that at every club meeting, you have an agenda that when you do one thing this week, it doesn't become so monotonous that next week is the same process you go through. You can incorporate things like guest speaker, job talk, or in a situation that you have that flexibility in meeting and how you conduct your meeting. just like DGE mentioned earlier. You can have social meeting that after observing all the basic guiding principles, it's only to enjoy and listen to music. You will have fulfilled that. It will also be such that when you have your own meeting, you want it to be a strictly business meeting when you talk about all the things that club members need to know on the outcome of your board meeting. Not that every week is only object of Rotary president's time and then you leave. You must devote a particular period of time every week to ensure knowledge, Rotary knowledge is enhanced. And that's what we call 5 minutes Rotary information. To make it interesting, you can roster it in such a way that all club members have opportunity to talk. It doesn't have to be what is the for designated month only. For instance, this month is new club, membership and new club development. You can talk about Rotary Foundation. You can talk about vocational service. You can talk about how to make sure that Rotarians and Rotaractors have a better working relationship in your club. And then when you do, yes, the club flexibility option from the last council of legislation permits many possibilities that you must explore to know which suits your club and for that purpose. Next, member satisfaction survey. Next slide, please. Yes. For group one, questions one and two. What I'm trying to do is that it be strange or new to each and every one of us when we have a soft copy of this questionnaire sent to all of you. Within the various groups that you have, just go through it for the next and pick the one that interests you and discuss it amongst yourself. Let me give you an example. Overall, how satisfied are you with being a member of your Rotary? I'm sure some will say satisfied, some will say not satisfied. So now think of what is causing you not to be satisfied. And if you are satisfied, think of what is making you to be satisfied with being a member of that club. That's for group one. For group two, yeah, for group two, just be, that's question three. How do you rate the following aspect of your club meetings? The format, the length, updates from Rotary International in District. Pick one of them and decide on an answer. For group three, question four. You can put on the light so that you can see it very well. For group four, group three, question four. What do you think about these aspects of our club service project? Total number of projects. In some clubs, they don't have project at all. In some other clubs, they have too many quote unquote projects. What do you think about that? For group four, question five, that's thinking about communication and responsiveness in your club. Communication. Is your club such that it is only the president that does the talking from beginning of the meeting to the end, or it is only one person that is always talking in your club, and it's the all in all about your club, making others feel inferior in their club. Think about it. Then group 5, question 6, that was group 5. This is talking about, are you really satisfied? Are you being with some of the reasons that you all knew or thought about before joining the club? And the group 6, 7, and 8. Are you in group 6? Question 7 and 8 for group 6. It's talking about whether you agree with how your club utilizes your skills as a member of the Rotary Club that you belong to, or it's only the club officers that are involved in running the club and they will come back every meeting to come and talk to you about what they have done and will ask you to accept or get away. Okay. So 4 minutes more. Two minutes more. 1 minute more. One. Identify somebody that will talk to us for a minute in your various groups. You identify just one person in your group that will talk to us on what we discussed. Which group is ready? Which group is ready? Anyone? Which of the groups? Who is ready? You are still busy. Okay. You don't do. Hello? Hello? Which group is ready? Ah, that's group 4, I mean. Group 5.
Okay, for group 5, most of our answers are consensus. So it may not be 100% applicable to any particular member of the group, but it's what of us agrees to be the situation. The first question here is, welcome by, I'm welcome in my club. Yes, God agreed and God welcome our various clubs. I can be myself around members of my club. Yes, I have that boldness and confidence. My club members know me and value me. Yes, we are valued by our club members. I make valuable connections through my club. Answer is yes, but someone objected they has not got to that level. So I have mixed answers to this one. My club provides opportunities to use my talent and skills. We have someone agree because we are not yet there. The next one, we have access to leadership opportunities in my club. Answer is yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. That's I'm coming. 4.
Okay. Okay. Please answer to this question. Represent the opinion of 3 clubs. Um, the, the question is thinking about communication and responsiveness in a club. The first question is my club is good at communicating with members. The opinion pool here is someone. My club is good at listening to members. We all agree. My club takes input and idea from members. We all agree. My club regularly act on input and ideas from members. We all agree. Neither agree nor disagree.
What I want to do here and there. You cannot all agree in a particular club as to communication. Yes. You want to say something or you agree? Who else is ready? Group 3. That's man.
The question before me is, what do you think about this aspect of our club service project? Yes. And we have some analysis there which says total numbers of projects, and they ask the question if it is just right, too many or too few. And to the best of my knowledge and some of my groups there, we concluded that the project at the the local one is just right, not too much. Since we are here, we are enlightening on how to access a grant. And to that, we believe when we access a grant, we can be able to execute the project. And we now talk about the local one. The project is not too much. All we need to do is just to encourage members to key in and support the project.
Thank you. Oh, are you? I want a lady. I don't want a man. I want a lady. So, which is
First question, am I welcome to my club? We all agree. We are welcome to my club. I can be myself around members of my club. We are free. We communicate, we are able and yes, really. My club members know me and value me. We all agree to that. I make valuable connections through my
thank you. Thank you. I'll skip you. The Rotaractors, I hope you participated.
Oh, group two. Oh, group one. One question. Overall, how satisfied are you with being a member of our club? We agreed on satisfied. Two, thinking about our club's culture, members, and meetings indicates how much you agree with the following statements. First, I enjoy our club meetings. Agree. My club does a good job involving. Agree. Members of my club care about each other. Agree. My club is as diverse as our community. Somewhat.
My club that diverse as possible, somewhat agree. That means you need to work on that aspect so that you can feel the DEI. You know DEI? What is it? Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yes. Who else? Somebody else. Okay, I want a man this time around.
Ask me came up to answer question 7 and 8. And the first question, I invite my friends, family, and colleagues. We all agree on that. When I invite prospective members to join my club, we also all agree on that. I frequently participate in my club activities, projects, and programs. Also, we all agree on that. Um, I'm proud of my club. All of us, we all agree on that. Question number 8. This is a very interesting one. It's about club dues. And I can tell you, sir, that other club dues said, said just right and said too high. Also about food, second question. Um, all of us agree that cost for the food is just right.
So, that means you eat so much and drink so much in your club. That's good. On a serious note, for the club deals, I don't expect anything less because it depends on your club, the culture of your club. But just know when you calculate and convert your RI deals for a year and the district deals for a year, and you divide by the total number of your members. And anything below that, if you charge anything below that average, you have to, the DJ will have to be coming to your club every day so that you can pay our right dues. Make sure at least pays all those bills. The last one.
I invite my friends, family, and colleagues to come to it. Yes, we do that. We all do that because that's an overall member. I invite the prospective members to join my club. Like when is the of the 1st of June. So we have some of you the classifications. So he advised us to invite members that can view those classifications so that the club there will be diversity in the club. So we all agree to that. I frequently participate in my club's activities, projects, and that one is so much agree because all members do come out for projects when it's going on. So probably because I'm not the president, I would say I agree because I'm always.
Thank you, thank you. Except that you've not invited me to your club and I'm your friend. Yes, fellow Rotarians, the exercise that I thought is done is an exercise that we recommend that you conduct at least twice a year. First half, second half. And when you do it, let your members genuinely fill this questionnaire and the membership committee will assess it and look at it. They don't have to put their names there. The reason being that so that you not say that because PS doesn't like Adi or this one, that's why he has written this. Make it anonymous. Don't put your names there. But what is important is to analyze those questionnaires and use it to improve the club experience in your various clubs. And thank you so much. I'm done.
Yes, I noticed you didn't give any assignment to the Rotary Club of Surulere South and the Rotary Club of Lagos. I don't know why you choose not to do them.
You are too old.
Just on the lighter note, please let me put your hands together as we invite district Rotary representative, ERR, Acting Deputy Abiodun, to come and take control, elevate Rotary as a tool for membership development. You have all the time, but you spend 10 minutes. Thank you.
All right. So most of those are clapping and retractors. Please, retractors, let them look at you. Please, can you please clap again? Thank you so much. Dr. Because leader and well established. Good afternoon, distinguished Rotarians, retractors. Also want to emphasize that the secretary is there for retractors too. So this afternoon, I'm going to be discussing with us in 10 minutes. Elevate Rotary as a tool of membership, So I would like to start by saying that in every thriving district in the world, the strength of the membership is not in the numbers that they have, but rather it is in how they engage, inspire, and retain their membership. Over the years, we've seen Rotary clubs, we've seen Rotary clubs come together to attract a whole lot of members, but all of these members will not equate to what they report at the end of the year. So the weak link between this, like we've discovered, is that we really do not inspire these members, we really do not engage them most times, and we really do not give them reasons why they should be members going on. Averagely, Rotarians, Retractors that are within the first 3 years of the Rotary year or Retract year tend to leave after the first 3 years. Why? Because they feel that the experience or expectations that they were expected to get, they couldn't get it in the first 2, 3 years of their Rotary year, so they tend to leave. So at Rotary District, like the DJ said, we have well over 550 members. But it might interest us to know that we have well over 1,000 retractors and volunteers. Now, I use the word volunteers, and this is why. Any member, any Rotary actor that is not reported to the Rotary International, we call them volunteers. So we have well over 1,000 Rotary actors and volunteers. These are young persons that are spread across Lagos and Ogun State. So, like I said in my presentation, these are not just potential members of Rotary, they are active contributors to the impact. Last Rotary year, the Rotary District, I can label them that we contributed well over 80 new members from Rotary District to the membership growth of the Rotary District. Thank you. And like the IPDG said, we are no longer a program type in Rotary. So what that means is that if we have membership crisis in the Rotary district, definitely no matter what the district governor is doing, it is going to affect. If he has 100 million clubs, if we keep losing our members, it's still going to bring in negative. However, you can always plus and minus at the end of the day. But just imagine when Rotary clubs and Rotary clubs, Rotary district and Rotary district synergize together, work hand in hand to get the membership. All right, so the bigger picture. I think the DG also mentioned something like this when he said initially Rotarians are always saying we are a community of 1.2 million people in the world, but now he said about 1.4 million. Why? Because now Rotaractors have membership type in Rotary. So what this means is that as a Rotaractor, you also have rights and privileges Rotarians have, but not probably the way some Rotarians in our district here take it. All Rotarians are seated here might interest you, probably not as much as Rotarians are paid, but we are also paid RIGs to Rotary International. So Rotary started in 1968, that's about some 57 years ago, and we have well over 9,000 plus and 200,000 members worldwide. And since 2019, we were elevated, although the elevation came in as probably something very new to us. Some Rotary clubs, some Rotarians still don't understand the concept of elevation. That's why you probably still Rotary clubs and you see them as, when it comes to our fellowship, I mean, aside the old traditional norms in our country, some Rotarians still see Rotary and be like, okay, when you come to your fellowship, oh yeah, take this brand and start cleaning all the people. Why do we do not oppose this? We feel these are part of what is pushing Rotary away from attending our fellowship, away from fellowshipping with us, and away from identifying with us. So in all of this, milestone Rotary is not just a spectator. Like I said, we are the one that pushed Rotary International membership growth from 1.2 to 1.4. So without us, perhaps Rotary International will still be telling us, for the last 10 years, they are 1.2. So because of us, because of our power, we are now 1.4 million members. Thank you. Next slide. So now, why are we here? So globally, Rotary International is focusing on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Equity and inclusion, I beg your pardon. So Rotary actors, in one of my slides, you see the age range of Rotary International or our membership as strength. So when the Rotary actors join a Rotary, like the IPC step out, we arrive with leadership experience, a proven service record, and a deep understanding of Rotary values. Why? Because in the formative years when we are still young, we've been deeply rooted in Rotary services. And we do not join to find Rotary mission. When we join Rotary, we do not join like as a new Rotarian to like, okay, fine, what do you really guys believe in Rotary? We join to extend the mission and vision of Rotary. So for Rotary, when they allow Rotary actors to join, I mean Rotary actors that extend their fellowship to Rotary, they get ready-made mission active members who are more likely to stay, serve, and lead. Unlike Rotarians are probably like in the first 2, 3 years, they are the risk of leaving. Why? Because they probably did not get the experience that they want or they were hoping to get at the time of their. But for retractors, regardless of what happens in your club, the worst that would happen is that you will not leave the organization. You perhaps just change club. Because you whatever it is that they're showing you in that club, definitely you've had a better experience coming from Rotary. So you probably like, oh, I don't want to do this with this club again. Perhaps let me just move to another club. So often than not, Rotaractors that move to Rotary, they do not run away. They do not vanquish after the first 2 years, but rather they stay and enhance the membership experience of wherever it is that they are. So now this is a pie chart showing probably like a breakdown of what the membership strength looks like in Rotary International. So I'm going to just be taking the most important and put across the chart towards each. So just 1%, that's 29 years old and younger are Rotarians. That means probably young persons between the ages of 29 and younger, just 1% of them are Rotarians. Then we have 30 to 39, we have 9% of them. So what this means is that in a country like ours, Nigeria, that we have well over 60% of our population to be youth, then we are really not tapping into the potentials of the young persons in our society. Of course, I'm going to be telling us some of the reasons why we really are not doing that. So we have 40 to 49% to 20%, and we have 50 to 59. That apparently has the largest share. So that means averagely in the country or in the world, most Rotarians are within the ages of 50 to 59. That is just like the statistics that we have. Also, we have 60 to 69 and 70 and all that. So, globally, Rotary Club face challenges, and without rejuvenation and without trying to include young persons, young blood into our society, there's probably going to be like I don't want to call it epidemic or pandemic or our membership is stagnating. That's why like the last few years we were just in 1.2 million, but now we are thankfully in 1.4 million. So yes, our advantage at Rotary District. So the Rotary District has a community of young persons that are very deeply rooted in community service, that are very deeply rooted in volunteering, and are very deeply rooted in leadership. So when people like us come together to infuse ourselves in Rotary clubs or perhaps form a new Rotary club, you definitely see that there's always something different about clubs like this. Kudos to Rotary Club of Bagada South. I mean, you could see in like 23 years they produced two PDGs, about 3 to 4 district treasurers, 3 party secretary. Why? Because most of them are Rotary clubs. So now imagine when we have quite a number of Rotary clubs that probably started from being Rotary clubs, then probably Rotary clubs, you speak Nigeria, probably Rotary clubs, they don't just be the DJs. But we have a community of vibrant young persons. So next slide, please. Next slide, please. All right. So now, what is our approaches, or what do we intend to actually help the travelers, help the Rotary District, and help us at the Rotary District elevate our membership? So the first thing is that joint membership. Over the years, I think there was a time that they were trying to explore it. We are appealing to the Rotary District through the office of the district governor to please help sensitize clubs that they should allow Rotaractors have the privilege of having joint membership. So I can be a Rotaractor and at the same time I can be a Rotarian. So what do I need to pay? I'll probably be paying 50% of what the Rotarians of the club are paying. So that way you can easily track the growth of these members, you can easily track their professional growth, and oh, I'm collecting this money now. I mean, so when we have issues of joint membership, I mean, Rotary International encourages this, then it's going to help. Also, is that intergenerational mentorship. So over the years, we've discovered that beyond, okay, come and clean this table and all of that, there's a disparity between Rotarians and Rotaractors. I mean, at times, Rotarians see us as these people are competing with me and all of that, and really, in the true sense of it, it's probably not. But we also, I mean, we are young persons that we want to be hard too. So Rotarians should see Rotaractors as their project and also try to mentor Rotaractors and in the eventual membership, help them join Rotary Club or form another Rotary Club. Also is share signature project. Over the years, we've seen issues of Rotary clubs. I mean, you have the Rotary clubs and you're doing a huge project and you do not carry your Rotary clubs along. And at the end of the day, when we probably ask that why is Rotary club not part of it, they perhaps will tell you they were not aware that Rotary club is doing projects. I mean, even if they are not going to bring money to the table, if they are not going to bring money in, sure that perhaps just one person that will be invited to the project might be interested and join Rotary at the end of the day. So we are appealing to Rotary clubs that whenever you are doing projects, please carry your Rotary clubs along for those of us that have Rotary clubs. And also leadership cross-pollination. So I like to say this, I want to especially recognize the district governor. He has been doing this even before we started the year. For every committee that's statutory at the district level, we have Rotaractors that are representing us there. So what this means is that beyond Rotary